fans of gardening, Walter Bound here. Okay, so I learned my lesson about these beautiful strawberries here. I was losing the battle with the strawberries. I was losing the battle due to weeds and due to critters. And the space I had was huge, but the amount of strawberries I got for the amount of work it took to keep them going and to keep like nets on them and the critters off and the weeds away from it, it just wasn't worth it. So what I did last year, I had 2 tenths of strawberries growing, and it just still wasn't worth it. So raised it up, put it in a very inexpensive plastic container here. Maybe I'll get some strawberries, but again, it's ornamental, looks pretty good. This area here is going to be for my vegetables, right? My tomatoes over there. And I had 3 perennials over there that were huge. I mean, probably would go 12 feet high. And they were prolific in late summer and early fall, where there'd probably be 50, 60 bees on it at once. So, and they were like in the front of my garden over there. So I said, okay, you're leaving. I evicted them, put them back there so they can grow tall, which acts as a natural, like a border for privacy. And also I can like use this area here for gardening. So again, that's a nice thing about perennial. As long as you dig, get all the root out, move it, plant it, water it immediately. Don't do it on a warm day. Don't do it on a dry day. Think about, if you were a plant, how would you want to be moved, right? And so I was a little skeptical how they're doing. They're doing better than they were over there. So I'm very, very excited about seeing these come up. And maybe I'll do another video throughout the year so you can see the different stages of what's happening in the Bound garden. Okay, so there's nothing like raised beds, right? I put these raised beds in last year. Again, wood teachers, shop teachers would like, look at this, it's not exactly parallel, or not parallel, but 90 degrees, but it works. And I have inexpensive greenhouses here. I have 4 types of lettuce growing from seed under there. I gotta thin out the lettuce, but I should be eating that within the month, probably less than that. So I have lettuce there, lettuce here, rows of carrots back there. I got my grow bags. I highly recommend a grow bag. I don't have anything in these yet. It's just waiting. I'm waiting for my potatoes. So I'm gonna have Yukon. I'm gonna have red delicious, not red delicious, like baby reds, and also some sweet potatoes. Right? There's nothing better than coming out, taking up like 7 or 8 delicious potatoes, fresh, farm. It's like farm to table, but it's your own farm, it's your own table, and it's like, and the expense is minimal compared to what you get. It's a lot of labor, but once you have these babies in here, and of course if they get the right moisture, and the nice grow bag is like this, is that you don't have to worry about critters so much, and the air goes around the bag, so it aerates, and so it's really good for the roots, as long as you're putting decent soil in there, right? You just don't want to open up a bag of dollar soil, topsoil. That's good for just like filling in things, as long as what goes on top is good stuff, right? So potatoes are great in grow bags. I have not had luck with peppers, a little bit. So look to see what goes well in a grow bag. There's all different types of sizes. If you're doing tomatoes, I'd usually get a 7-10 pound bag, and you can move these around. It's great. I lift it up, see worms in there, take the worms, throw them in my compost, let them do their job. So doing greenhouses inexpensively like this, and I've had these for a few years now. Of course, in the summer, I take them down because it's going to be too hot in there. But then once the lettuce is done, I'll be growing something else to try to cycle, through the season. Okay, so what I have here is I have lettuce that I bought at the local nursery, Springdale Farms. Very careful, I was using my mask. I was wearing gloves, there wasn't too many people in there. But I'm gonna plant these in a container on the patio to keep the critters away from them. I might put some in the garden, or in the greenhouse. I have Because this is compost. I'll show you that in a second. Here I have my pepper seeds planted. Nothing's coming up yet, but it's pretty early. I have my cucumbers, my bush beans, my yellow wax beans. I like I like growing the beans in bushes because if you use pole beans, you just need trellis on them. They need to go 20, 30 feet high, so you have to watch out for that. These type of vegetables here are good for early season. So we're talking broccoli, snow peas, snap peas, great stuff, and of course your lettuce. This stuff's not going to be around in July, I can guarantee you, unless the weather goes really crazy, and then we have a lot more to worry about. Also, it's a good time to put in some onions. So I have red and yellow onions here. That will probably dig out in the late summer, early fall. And of course the lettuce will be done by then. But usually the amount of lettuce that I grow feeds a family of 4 like every single night, and we always have excess. So it's fantastic stuff. The problem with snap peas and peas are of course the birds. I have so many finches and so many birds. I'm not really expecting to have too many snap peas. The finches come and they just dive bomb them. And it was pretty stupid for me to even get them, but I just wanted to plant something. So we'll see how they do here.